Ask Reddit. What made you lose interest in a person you had a crush on? Finding out she had a boyfriend and a dude on the side. Were you that dude on the side? Yep. On the other side though. She took a cat she had adopted and allowed it to run away because it had become noisy at night. I knew she allowed him to run away because a day later he came back smelling of the outside and meowing at her door. I took him in, washed him in the bathroom, and she kept sarcastically saying, "That's your cat now." Yay, he is. And I still have him and he's still annoying and loud, but I love him anyway. It's the ugliest sort of person who selfishly adopts a cat while depressed and then tries to rid themselves of this life they took responsibility for. I adopted a cat a few months ago. She's loud, clingy, and sometimes annoying. I wouldn't trade her for the world. I found out she couldn't handle any sort of stress or pressure at all and would just give up. Left basically everything she touched half finished. Beautiful to look at, but boring to know. I've come across a lot of those in my life. And conversely, there are people who become a whole lot more attractive once you get to know them better. Played hard to get. Yep, there's a certain type of person, regrettably, that playing hard to get works on. Everybody else will just roll their eyes and move on. He kept talking about other girls as if I was supposed to compete for his interest and constantly have to prove myself. Too lazy to figure me out for yourself. I'm not good enough for you. Cool, bye. Your loss. And with that comment, the gods have returned to Olympus. I realized she had zero ambition whatsoever. No interest in getting a job after uni because looking stress her out. Life has a lot more stressful situations than just looking for a job in your early 20s. She would try to behave depressed for attention. She just turned into a bad person. Bullying kids and stuff 3 years ago. She had such a bubbly and genuine attitude. Always enthusiastic for things. Mixed with the wrong people and destroyed her character. Weird one here. I loved this girl from school. She wasn't the prettiest but she was really nice to me and complimented my makeup and stuff and I was really happy. Then she said she thought an abortion would taste nice. Year 9 was a weird ass year. What the heck did I just read? Turned out to be an anti-vaxxer. Oh hell no. She was pretty shallow. A hot bod is great and all but honey, get some personality. Girlfriend boyfriend material. 6/10 looks 8. 10/10 personality. Hookup material. 8. 10/10 looks WHO cares /10 personality. Never conflate the two. I found her on Tinder while her fiance was deployed in the Navy. You were interested in a girl with a fiance that was deployed in the Navy? If you wanted her to cheat with you, going on Tinder is pretty much the same thing. I should clarify that this was an ex I still had feelings for. We weren't together at the time and I didn't want anything to happen. I just lost a lot of respect for her when I saw her on there. Very political. Talks way too much about politics that it's just becoming annoying. Argues with me when I don't have anything to say or disagreeing with him. So tiring. It's not that I don't know about politics. I just choose not to talk about it as it kind of stresses me out. He was acting like a jerk. I heard him call someone the N-word. He's white. And the D-slur, so that was it for me. What the duck is the D-slur? When he and his friend told a 5-year-old to jump off a cliff. That was ducked up. That's a bit sociopathic of them. He asked to borrow my hardback of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That was my favorite of the series and I happily lended it to him. 6 months later he finally returned it. The dust jacket was torn, the corners were dented and the spine was broken. That book had been in pristine condition and I nearly cried that he took such little care of it. My 6th grade nether regions were turned to dust. Screw you, Trevor, you book ruining barbarian. He told me that he wanted me to sleep with other people and tell him about it, and that he stood on the edge of a bridge all night long debating on jumping because he didn't think he could make me happy enough. Whoa. He made fun of my anxiety. He told me on the first date, "You have such a whitey sense of humor." For a girl, to be fair, that's not a bad compliment. For a man. The fact that he used Internet Explorer. How many times do I have to apologize for that? She knew I liked her and used that information to sleep with me. Turns out she was trying to inflate her number. I'm not complaining. She died. She chewed tobacco. If she smokes she pokes. If she chews she screws. After getting to know him a little bit, I found out he wanted a modern version of a 1950s housewife. We got on the topic of kids for whatever reason. He said he accepted his future wife to do all the childcare, and all the housework, and all the cooking. In 7th grade, I brought her a slice of cheesecake at lunch for Valentine's Day and she laughed at me in front of her friends and wouldn't even take it. I was socially awkward at the time, but damn, that ducked me up. Hooked up with a girl I knew from Tinder. We had the beginnings of a relationship going. Then she tells me she's had a mental breakdown, was suicidal and can't be in a relationship or have sex with me at the time. Sure, no problem. Focus on yourself and get better. So I re-download Tinder and lo and behold who's on there, with an updated profile including a picture of her and I taken a week previous. I also found date stamped nudes of her ducking someone else when she was telling me this. How did you find pics of her ducking someone else? He don't like Shrek. Had a crush on a dude my freshman year of college, but he had a girlfriend in high school. However, he continuously flirted with me all the time and I just went with it. Then one day his girlfriend came to visit and she wrote whore on my whiteboard on my door. Still have no idea what the hell this guy told his girlfriend about me, so I ignored him after that.